It's a great day, my amazing CEOs. Imagine you're driving a car along and all of a sudden, suddenly there's a crash, pow, and you're in a fender bender. Now, this is a situation that many folks will face about maybe once or twice every 10 to 13 years in their life. And back in the day, if you got into a fender bender, you had to go out and find a reliable repair shop. And that was like really an act of God. And this is kind of what CEOs kind of go through, by the way. They don't have a sales strategy. They find themselves always hunting to find a new client so they can bring them aboard. And when they don't have a sales strategy with a sales experience, it makes it harder and harder. And this is where Caliber Collision faced. This was a challenge they had many years ago. Now, Steve Grimshaw took over. This was back in 2009. And he said, when people get into a fender bender, it's going to happen. We need to have a sales message and a sales strategy that really lets them know they're going to have an awesome experience on the other side. So it wasn't just about customer service. It was about clients knowing that once they did business with them, they would have an amazing experience. Just like in business, without a focus on the customer's problems, not only can you solve their problems, but the experience they went through would be different. And Steve knew that when he treated clients right by solving their problems, then shared how he would be there after the problems resolved, well, it's more likely to do more and more business. This wasn't new. So as a result, Caliber Collision's number of locations and their revenue skyrocketed under this new sales strategy, which turned into one of their systems, and they built a number of collaborations with a number of car dealerships in the immediate area. What's the big takeaway that you can have from Caliber Collision as a CEO? Just like Steve Grimshaw, the CEO put effort in the sales experience, going through the buy-in process. Well, that's when the car first crashed and came aboard. And after their experience, when he elevated that as part of his sales strategy, where he saw his revenue go up. So the big takeaway for you is focus on the client experience from the moment they are a prospect to the moment they agree to work with your company, all the way until they're done that particular issue and you're back there again. You do that, and I'm telling you, you will see your sales go up, 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 and away. With that being said, my name, by the way, is Shay Brown. It is an honor and a privilege to serve you as the host of the CEO Sales Huddle. Can't wait to get started. And every morning we get started, we like to start with one area. And that one area is focus. We have a philosophy here as a company. Here it is. Focus on sales. Focus on sales. Focus on sales. Shay, why do you say that? Because our belief is if you can't focus on sales, you can't be in business. Why? Now, here's the why. First, repeat after me. Just those words. Repeat those words after me. If you can't focus on sales, you can't be in business. Here's why. Because sales is the oxygen for every great business in history. And without sales, there's always more money going out than there is going in. There's one point that I want you to get loud and clear, and that is selling at the end of the day is serious business. Selling is what? Selling is very, very serious business. And then as a CEO, we've got to do a couple of things for the sales department. We've got to learn, we've got to earn, and we've got to return. This is a pledge that we have every single morning. And you go ahead and repeat this pledge after me. I have to learn something new in order to earn new revenue from existing clients in order to get old and new clients to return. So I've got to learn, I've got to earn, and I've got to return. Now, what are we doing that for? Like, what are we after at the end of the day? You think about what are we after at the end of the day? At the end of the day, we're after our objectives. And our objectives are in sales, they're really threefold. Number one, we're going to take a look at how we're progressing every single day. Number two, we're going to come back and we're going to handle any obstacles that are out there. Just like the case that we talked about this morning, there were obstacles. And there's going to be obstacles in your business. There's going to be obstacles in your life. There's going to be obstacles with folks you work with, obstacles with vendors. And we got to make sure as a sales team that we're able to overcome those. But then we got to anchor it in the 5 sales pillars that every CEO must know and understand. The 5 sales pillars are, number one, we must have a one-page CEO sales plan. And if you don't have one, you can go right now to www.ceosalesplan.com. You can download it, www.ceosalesplan.com. And then number two, sales cycle. What cycles do our clients go through? Number 3, sales message. What are the words we're using? And number 4, the CEO sales dashboard. We'll do a whole segment on that in just a moment. And then you got to have a 7-figure sales team. I mean, without a sales team, it's kind of hard to generate any revenues. But then you might be thinking, wow, Shay, I'm out here. I love it. For those folks that are tuning in, and welcome, by the way, do me a favor. It's a blessing to be right now on your smart device. Maybe we're on your iPad. Maybe we're on your tablet. Maybe you listen to us because you download the podcast. And we appreciate every download and every time you share it out. But if you're on one of the platforms, you can put hashtag I'm here. Maybe you're on a social media platform and you can do that. Look below the video if you have that option and put hashtag I'm here. Put hashtag I'm here. If you're watching the replay, you can't be here at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time every day. I respect that and understand that. Put hashtag replay. I respond to every message so you can see me, but I can't see you. So as a CEO, it's kind of cool for us to connect. And then for others of you out there who are connecting for the very first time, do me a favor, by the way, drop me a note over at I am Che Brown, at I am Che Brown. Let me know what you enjoy. Let me know we're doing well. Let me know how we can serve more value. Let's just connect. For those that are watching on YouTube, at I am Che Brown on YouTube, that's the station. Now, sometimes the question comes up, what is CEO Sales Huddle all about? And CEO Sales Huddle is a place where CEOs gather to understand how to sell more faster. Why do we do that? Because we understand that it's about consistency, accountability, and at the end of the day, it's about consistency. And we know how important that is for everyone. Now, we only ask for 15 minutes a day. Now, I think this is very important when folks are coming aboard. They understand that 15 minutes a day is all we ask for. Why do we ask for 15 minutes a day? We think about it as 1,440 minutes in every day. So every day is 1,440 minutes, never 1,443, by the way. And this represents 1% of the day. So you're going to share 1% of your day every single day to do one thing. And that one thing is get your company to $100,000 a month of consistent, predictable, reliable revenue. And this is over and beyond whatever you earn today. There's extra $100,000 that's going into your bank account over and beyond what you're earning today, because you're in this conversation. And when you're in this conversation, these ideas are top of mind to you. And when they're top of mind to you, you're just more likely to perform. Isn't that true for all of us that we're in right now? So as we get started, we're going to go right now to the CEO Sales Dashboard. And I love looking at the CEO Sales Dashboard because the number one question I was going to ask is, Shay, this sounds good, but I need the path to $100,000 a month. Seriously, of consistent, predictable, reliable revenue that you talked about. How do we really get there? And for many years, we would work behind the scenes with our private clients, and we'd work on something called the CEO Sales Dashboard, where we would track, we would measure. And one of our philosophies that we adopted, I want to share with you and your team, is what gets measured gets managed. What gets managed gets better. How true is that? So as you do that, we said, well, let's focus on the CEO Sales Dashboard. Now, the CEO Sales Dashboard is something you can go download in just a second. I love the CEO Sales Dashboard because really, at the end of the day, the CEO Sales Dashboard does 3 things. And the 3 things that I think it does really well, 5 things, is there's indicators. And with these indicators, you can focus on those areas. So first indicator, and let's go back here. There we go. The first indicator we want to look at is leads. So you got leads, then you got appointments, then you got offers, then you got deals, then you have repeat business. So now you got 5 indicators. Now, just for now, I want you to go open up the CEO Dashboard. We're going to spend a few minutes on this because this is the one tool that's the path to $100,000. Now, if you tuned in every morning and you're like, Shay, I haven't had a chance to really go download it. That's okay. Do it now. If you do this every morning, some of you send it to me, by the way. Thank you so much. I love responding to you, by the way. So you keep doing what you're doing. But for everyone else, this is it. I mean, this is truly where the magic happens. So let's open it up here. Should be able to pull it up in just a second. Not sure where I went there, but that's okay. We will make this a reality. There we go there. And now you have the CEO Sales Dashboard. And the CEO Sales Dashboard, I think I hit the wrong button. The CEO Sales Dashboard is a place where CEOs can gather every single morning. Now, when you go to the left top of the spreadsheet, you go all the way across to the top and you find today's date. Once you find today's date, you come down and we've got leads. It's a spreadsheet. We've got appointments. we've got offers, we've got deals, we've got repeat business. So one of the things that you can do, I went backwards. This is where I want to be. This is where I want to be here. Okay, this is not where I want to be. Okay, I got it now. I see here. Let me go back here. Okay, hit the wrong button. There we go. That's where I wanted to be. Okay, now I can see it. Thanks a lot. Ladies and gentlemen, we're live. All right. Okay, appointments, offers, deals, repeat business. Now, let's go look at just yesterday's results. Let's say we're looking at appointments or we're looking at offers. Now, do we do this every single morning? Absolutely. It was important? Yeah. So here's what I want you to do. How many new leads came into the database yesterday? And then how many offers came into the database yesterday? Then how many deals came in? Then go back and look at the last week. Now, let's go into the CRM right now and let's just do a quick review. Just what we have right now in the CRM system. Let's go take a quick review. And let's just say we went and we looked at, Shay, I'm going to go in here and I'm going to look at how many new leads came in and how many of those leads were engaged and how many of those leads were referrals. And of those referrals, how many of those leads that came in that were referrals, how many of those folks were engaged? Now, this is very important because we know one thing: what gets measured gets managed. What gets managed gets better. So it gives you an opportunity to really focus on the one area that you can focus on inside the business, and you can grow it over and over again. This is the fastest, easiest way to grow the business. Just what we're doing right now is the fastest, easiest way to grow the business. So now you've got that taken care of. Now we're going to celebrate some wins, because one of the things I enjoy about this show is what we do. And we do this podcast every morning at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We don't sit around to say what's not working. We look at what's winning. How are we winning? So here's what we're going to do. Powerful people ask powerful questions because questions steer focus. And in this life, you get what you focus on. So here's the 3 questions I have. What are you most proud of yesterday? And then what was your biggest accomplishment yesterday in the sales department? And if I could bring you on here right now and you could just brag, brag. Like you couldn't do nothing but brag. What would you want to brag on right now? But powerful people ask powerful questions because questions steer focus. And in this life, you get what you focus on. We understand everything ain't perfect. So we're going to swing all the way to the other side. Now that you celebrate it, we're going to understand what was your biggest roadblock yesterday. Some of you who send me these questions and send me the answers, I love it. Drop it to me over at I am Che Brown. We'll help you and we'll respond. What is preventing you today from moving forward? And then what's the one thing that you can do that if you were to do it, it would move your life and or business forward if you just got focused right now? And my message of the day as you're out there, my message of the day is, number 1, step back. Look at what's working. Acknowledge what's working and look for an opportunity to do what's called optimization. Now, optimization is when you take what's working and you decide you're going to make it just a little bit better. Isn't that kind of amazing, by the way? So you don't have to add anything new. You just optimize what you're already doing. And when you do that, then you start seeing the results pick up. And maybe for some of you, it's one step, and it's another step, and it's another step. And here's what I want you to put in your notes. I think this is very important. Do small things well, get big results. Put that in your notes. Do small things well and get big results. Because at the end of the day, isn't that what it's all about? Sometimes you take a little step and it's like no big deal. Maybe you show up for one of these and you're here, like right now. You're like, Shay, it's no big deal for me. I heard what you said before, but really, when you open up that CEO sales dashboard and as a CEO, you start stepping back. I know I'm on a rant right now, and you start saying, okay, I'm responsible as the CEO for allocating the salespeople to the sales department. I'm responsible as the CEO for allocating the sales processes, and I'm responsible for allocating the resources to the sales department. Then you can measure, you can manage. That's a CEO sales dashboard, and then you ask the right questions. And you put that together, you've got a smart sales system that's hooked up to your strategy and your sales funnel. And as a result, you see your sales go up in a way. With that being said, my name is Che Brown. It's an honor and a privilege to serve you as the host of the CEO Sales Huddle. I want to remind you, as a CEO, you're awesome. You're an incredible CEO. You're an amazing CEO. You're a transformative CEO. And at the end of the day, you're making a huge difference in the world, and I believe in you. With that being said, my name, by the way, is Che Brown, the host of the CEO Sales Huddle. Make it a great day, everyone. And we're going to make some good things out. We connect again next time. God bless, and I wish you success.